to, there we go. Oh, yeah, this camera sucks. Well, not the camera itself, but the, there we go. I think that's a little better. Ooh. All right. Damn. All right, y'all, we are almost at 1,000 subscribers, and I am so thankful. I know that's one step closer. I know I have to get my video numbers up, but my goal is to stay at home with my kids. I got 7 kids, and I'm just trying to stay at home and enjoy my time with them, spend time with them, you know, create content, and yeah, just live life. But yeah, we're almost at 1,000, so I'm so happy. I'm so hyped with that. I created a TikTok account as well with the same name. So if you do have a TikTok, you can go head over there and you can follow us there as well. But yeah, I'm just new to this content creation thing. So many people stop us when we're out and always, you know, compliments us and tells me, oh my God, your kids are so well behaved. Your family's so beautiful. You guys must have so much fun. And we do. We have so much fun, like, constantly. And to be honest, I'm really late on this whole creating content type thing. My husband's been telling me literally since 2015 to start a channel. And I didn't really take it serious until this year. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because the kids love it. I like to show people our, you know, like our day-to-day, what we do for fun, our jokes, our pranks on each other. And this is only the beginning. So I'm just so thankful that we're almost at 1,000. Thank you so much. If you're in here and if you haven't followed us yet, hey. But yeah, if you're in here and you don't follow us, feel free to follow us. But yeah, we're almost at 1,000, so I'm super hyped. I'm so excited. It's only the beginning. Like I said, I'm really new to this content creation type thing. Thank you. But I'm really new to this content creation type thing. My husband's been telling me to do it for years, like since 2015, and I just haven't done it. And I haven't taken it serious. But yeah, we're almost at 1,000. I know after 1,000, in order to get monetized, I have to get at least 4,000 watch hours. So then I have to, you know, just create more content and edit. But yeah, I'm super excited. If you don't follow our channel, feel free to follow. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Share our content. Hey, Katie. But yeah, this is the first time I'm going like face-to-face live. I went live a couple days ago with our kids. Thank you for this, for subscribing to my channel. I went live a couple days ago and we were playing Uno with the kids, and we just love playing games. And I think I'm gonna do more content around that. Some of the things that I keep hearing is that a lot of people aren't used to seeing huge, big families. And even though I have 7 kids, to be honest, I forget that I have 7, like a big family, because I don't really view it as big until I sit down and we're at a table and everyone's, you know, eating and ordering. And then the waitress is like, oh my God, your family's so beautiful. They're big. They're so well behaved. And then that's when I look around and I'm like, I can see why some people say we have a big family. Because, you know, I look around the restaurant and everybody else has like 2 kids, 4 kids, while I'm sitting here with 7. But yeah. You guys have any questions? I know it's about to be Friday. Summer's coming. Oh, and another thing, guys, like, I homeschool all my kids, my 6 kids that are in school. I have 2 6th graders. Well, they're going to be in 7th grade. So 2 are going to be in 7th grade. One's going to be in 5th grade. The other one's going to be in 4th grade. I have one going to 3rd grade. And then I have one going to 1st grade. So yeah. Yeah. And all my kids got honor roll this year, which I'm super duper excited and proud of them for. Like, I've gotten honor roll before, but I don't remember a time where all me and my siblings got honor roll at the same time. And for my kids to have all honor roll this year is major. You know, homeschooling is it can get extremely tough. You know, you have to constantly be on top of them, especially since they're all in grade school, making sure they're doing their reports. And then my 2 that are in middle school, oh my goodness, their schoolwork is getting, you know, way more harder. Like, it's to the point that they're like, oh, mommy, can you help me with this? And then I'm just like, I look at it and I'm just like, okay, give me a couple minutes to, you know, get my mind right. Because fractions, equations, you know, they're in middle school. So, and it's been a while since I've done that. But yeah, all my kids are in honor roll right now, which is major, all of them. So I have 2 that are going to 7th grade, 1 that is going to 5th grade, 1 that's going to 4th grade, another that's going to 3rd grade, and my youngest, not the baby, but my youngest, he finished kindergarten in honors, so he's going to 1st grade. So yeah, very exciting. I think I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna surprise them with a trip to Barnes and Nobles, because my kids love Barnes and Nobles. You tell them that we're going to Barnes and Nobles, it's like telling them that we're going to Disney World. But yeah. And it's almost summertime. To be honest, I'm tired of Florida. Florida's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. When we first got here, I was so excited. You know, I definitely got used to not having any snow. No snow. No cold weather. We're from Pennsylvania. So up north, we have blizzards sometimes. You know, sometimes we have, you know, those sleet, those icy weather. But I'm tired of hurricane season. Last hurricane season really did us in. It's just the whole traveling. I drove to Georgia nonstop for like 8-9 hours. And we left in the middle of the night because we thought traffic would be better. And it would be better, but it was still traffic. You know, it was a hurricane coming. But yeah, honestly, I'm looking the next move, if we do move, most likely is going to be California or Arizona. That's what we're thinking. Yeah, just because there's more opportunities there for business wise. But yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm almost at, like I said earlier, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers on the channel. I'm so hyped. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I know that's one step closer to getting monetized. And then after I hit my 1K goal, then it's, you know, just the watch hours, which is 4,000 watch hours in order to get monetized. So yeah, we have a couple of videos I'm still editing. Editing takes some time. I give all the props to people who do this full time. One day I am looking to do this full time, but right now I'm still currently working at my job. But yeah, when people who do this full time, this is a full-time job. You know, not only recording but editing, it's a lot of work. And then, you know, you have different things that you have to implement or you want to implement. I learn something constantly every week. I put a goal for myself to learn something new with editing. Whether it's a technique, a green screen, sorry, I'm out front and I have neighbors outside. But yeah, I'm just so excited. If you don't follow us, you know, go ahead and follow us. If you hit my name, you can, you know, subscribe to our channel. We're almost at 1K, so I'm so excited for that. You guys have any questions? Oh, that's a green screen. That's cool. Any plans for the summer? What kind of things do you want to see on the YouTube channel? Or do you want to hear me talk about? That's something that I want to know. I know somebody already asked me, like, what are the pros and cons of having a big family? What are the pros and cons? Things that are challenging and things that are not so challenging with having 7 kids. Someone asked me what are one of the stereotypes that I see often. And to be honest, one of the biggest stereotypes is, are the kids all yours? And are they from the same dad? Which, yes, they are all mine and my husband's. And they all have the same dad. Me and my husband, we've been together for years. And I'm so blessed to have him. Honestly, he is my rock. He's my support system. He is my backbone. When I can't count on anybody else, I know I can always count on him. And we got together really young, you know. So, like in our early 20s. I think I met him when I was 18. And then we had our first daughter about 2 weeks before I turned 21. Yeah, so we were really young. Yeah, we were really young. And then, yeah, so we've been together for years, 10 plus. But yeah, to be honest, that's one of the biggest things with people thinking or assuming. And then when we tell them, yeah, we're married, yeah, they're from the same father, and yeah, they're all ours, it's just so much is shock. And there's so many people that tell me, hey, you should write a parenting book. And to be honest, I think I'm gonna pursue that, just because there's so many. Every time we go out, whether it's to the store, the freaking car wash, amusement park or restaurant, so many people come up to us after their meal and say, oh my God, your kids are so beautiful, they're so well behaved, how do you do it? So I'm definitely looking into writing a book, and just go from there to see where things can go. Like, it's crazy. Like, I know at first I was a little bit like, oh my God, all these people always come up to us and tell us, you know, how well behaved our kids are. Like, do kids just run rampant nowadays? Like, do parents lose control? And the one day we were at Denny's, and these parents let their 2 kids run around the restaurant, pouring salt and pepper all over the empty tables. And the waitresses and waiters were really like trying to help them, like trying to tell them that, like, oh, can you get your kids? Can you, and they weren't doing anything. Like, I felt so bad for that waiter and the waiter and waitress. And then that's when me and my husband looked at each other and we were just like, wow, like, I can't believe, I cannot believe what's going on. Yeah. So yeah, we're definitely gonna look into, I'm gonna look into writing a parenting book. But yeah, like, you guys don't understand. There was one time where we went to eat at Burger King, and this wasn't too long ago. This was like literally a year and a half ago. We went to eat at Burger King, and this man, we were eating, and this man came up to us and my husband, and he was like, I've been having a bad day, but when I look over and I seen your family and how well behaved your kids are and how beautiful they are, and I just want to bless you guys. And he gave us $100 bill. I looked at my husband like, what? Like, at first I didn't want to take it because I was just like, that whole thing of not taking money from strangers. But he was like, no, like, I had a bad day and seeing your family really just made me happy. And I was just like, wow. I was like, okay. So he was like, I just want to bless you guys. So he gave us $100 bill. And I'm just like, damn, I wish every time we went out, every time somebody said how good my kids behaved, they paid us. Like we'd be out all the time. But yeah, that was definitely an experience. But ever since then, so like I said, I'm new to this content creation thing. I definitely want to make this a full-time job. But right now, I'm, starting off with recording and editing and making videos. But my husband Ben told me to start this YouTube channel like in 2015, and I started one, but then like I didn't keep up with it. Honestly, I wasn't really serious with the editing and stuff, but now I'm serious. I definitely want to make this into a full-time thing, and I am just excited that we're almost at 1,000, because 1,000 subscribers is a step away from getting monetized. All I need is the 4,000 watch hours, and I think that's going to be really, really easy. But yeah, summer is coming. Well, summer is here, basically. Today's my kid's last day at school. I don't know about everybody else, but today was their last day of school. Tomorrow is my son's kindergarten graduation. I'm not ready. Like, I'm ready, but so he's not my youngest, but he's my second youngest, and he's 6. And he always tells me, ever since he was 5, he was like, Mommy, when I get older, I'm gonna marry my beautiful wife, and we're gonna have 10 kids. And I'm just like, what? Like, he always is worried. He's always worried about, like, not worried, but he always talks about what he's gonna do when he gets turns into an adult. He wants to be president or CEO or a boss. Like, the one time we were at Target, and this old lady was like, oh, you're so cute, and he was like, yes, thank you, I know. And I was just like, Supreme. And she was like, oh, you know you're cute, that's a good thing. She was like, what do you want to be when you get older? And he looked at her and was like, I'm gonna be a boss. And I was like, yep. Yep. But yeah, tomorrow is his kindergarten graduation. I'm definitely gonna cry. I already know I'm gonna cry. And they did this, I don't know what other graduation. I've never been to a kindergarten graduation in person. My other kids, you know, they're homeschooled, and up north they didn't have an in-person graduation ceremony. So I'm excited to see what this is going to be like. But they're going to give him a cap and a gown, and they gave him a song to practice, a kindergarten first grade song. I'm going to go live for his graduation. But yeah, I already know I'm definitely gonna cry. I'm gonna be okay, but I'm not gonna be okay. You moms know. But yeah, I'm just, like I said earlier, I'm so excited. We're almost at 1K subscribers. If you haven't already, if you wanna, please subscribe to the channel. I'm definitely gonna bring up more content with the kids, you know, just family games, our outings, my parenting advice as a mom of 7, because, you know, I just had my baby. He's 2 months old now. He's getting big. Oh my God. So I have my ages of my kids. I have a she's gonna be 13. I have a 12-year-old who's gonna be 13, 11-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 6-year-old. And my 6-year-old, he's going to be 7 in December, but he's 6. And then after my 6-year-old, I have a 2-month baby. And people, when they hear that, they're like, oh my God, like, how, like, are they all yours? And I'm just like, yes, they are all mine. I had my first daughter when I was 21. So I was really young, you know, and they're all a year apart. And my youngest, before I had this baby, he's been asking me for, you know, a newborn, a baby brother or sister. And I would always tell him, no, like, you're the baby. You don't got to worry about a baby brother or sister. And then when I got pregnant with my son, that's when he was a surprise. He was not planned. But when I got pregnant with him, and I told him, he was so happy. Oh my God. And I do have the video on the channel as well when I let everybody know that I was pregnant, because even though he's been asking me for a brother and sister, all my kids, they love having new siblings, to the point that they're already asking when I'm gonna have another baby, because they want twins. And I'm just like, y'all need to slow your roll. You need to slow your roll, because I want to do things first, you know, as a family. I'm definitely planning this Disney cruise, you know, more trips and going places with the kids. I'm planning their first airplane ride, so that's definitely going to be a video. Yeah, so I just want to focus on doing more things first before expanding my family. Because if you're a mom, you already know pregnancy is hard. Pregnancy is hard. And it's crazy to also know how different your body takes pregnancy from when you are not teenager, but in your 20s, early 20s to your 30s. Like in my 20s, when I was pregnant back to back, yeah, I had morning sickness. Yeah, I was in pain. Yes, I had back pain. You know, yeah, all the normal pregnancy stuff. But when I got pregnant in my 30s, I gotta say it again, in my 30s, that was a whole new ball game. Because like my back, my neck, I want to sing the song, but my neck and my back, oh my God, I couldn't even eat. Like, I remember when I was pregnant with my first, I couldn't really eat like that. But like with this one, I literally could not eat anything. Water. Yeah. Every time I ate something with my son, I would get really dizzy. And I would need to lay down. It was really bad. And I would have to eat really, really small portions. so I wouldn't get sick. And then I didn't get over that until I was probably 5 months. That's when I started being able to eat normally. But yeah, that was bad. So yeah, when my kids are like, oh, can we have another brother or sister? And I'm like, oh, hell no. Maybe in my 20s, I would have said, oh, okay, maybe, like, you know. But now I'm a little bit more reluctant because that last pregnancy put me on my ass. And I did not like not being able to go anywhere. Plus, we're in Florida. It's hot as hell. Pregnancy in the summertime is bad as is. But when you live in somewhere that is hot all year round, whew, yeah, I'm thankful for AC. But yeah, like I said earlier, the channel's almost at 1,000 subscribers. I'm so thankful, guys. Like, y'all don't even understand. This is something I really want to take full time and just run with it. I just want to be able to spend more time with my family and my kids and create content, whether it's us going on trips, us going to the store, showing you guys, you know, our day-to-day lives. People always ask me all the time, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? And, you know, I always explain I have a good support system with my husband. My husband helps me so much. But I would also love to show you guys, like, our some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way being a mom of 7. Things that make life easier, whether it's being able to get to an appointment on time, midnight feedings, you know, juggling kids' activities, you know, spending time with all of them. And one thing that me and my husband notice is that nowadays a lot of parents don't really spend time with their kids. For example, and I'm not bashing anybody because, like, I went to public school, so I know how it is. Some parents don't have the capability of doing homeschooling, but that's one of the reasons why I do homeschooling, just so I can spend more time with my kids. When you put them in public school, you're exposing them to so much. You know, not only are other people not raising children the way that you are raising your child, but they can be exposed to that, and it could, you know, a lot of bad behavior, you know, bullying. But another thing is that, you know, school, there's so many times, and I know maybe you guys can relate, that you learn something in school and then you find out years later that that wasn't true. Right. So them being homeschooled gives me and my husband, you know, the chance to let them know, hey, this is what you're learning. Okay, that's part of it, but let's dig a little deeper. Let's see what really happened that's in history that they don't really tell you in school. And you know, we teach the kids that way. And we're really open and honest with our children. If they have questions, we answer it. No matter how hard or how confusing it could be for them, we try to break it down as easy as possible. And don't get me wrong, you know, certain things we do we're gonna wait till they're a little older to let them know, just because we believe that there's certain things that, you know, a 7-year-old shouldn't know, or, you know, a 13-year-old still too young to know. So yeah, but with them being homeschooled, it gives us the flexibility to do things throughout the day. Hey, I'm Diva. So yeah, I'm just talking about how I'm so excited that we're almost at 1K. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to see more content. I am new to all this, but whenever we're out, me and my husband always gets compliments on the kids, how well behaved they are, you know, how do I do it, like, with 7 kids. And honestly, I love to record. So being able to provide that content to help other parents is definitely a big thing for me. Um, but yeah, so hopefully, well, not hopefully, I am doing more content. I'm editing now, and yeah, I'm excited for the summer. The kids are on summer break. School's done, thank God. And I say that, it's funny because a lot of parents are like, oh my God, summer's here. Like, oh no. And I'm so excited for summer break because all my kids are homeschooled. So I have two that are going to 7th grade, two that are going to 7th grade, one that's going to 5th grade, one that's going to 4th grade, another that's going to 3rd grade, and then my youngest that's in school is going to 1st grade. So he has his graduation tomorrow actually, and I'm gonna go live for his graduation. I'm gonna try my hardest not to break down. I'm so serious. Hey, but I am definitely gonna try my hardest not to break down because I already know I have this feeling that I'm definitely gonna be a little teary-eyed because he's not the baby. I just had a baby who's 2 months. He's not the baby, but he's been my baby for so long. Thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, he's been my baby for so long. And he's so smart and caring and kind. And it's just it's one thing. It's just amazing when you have, your children and you're just watching them grow up and learn. And my youngest, Supreme, I'm gonna keep posting. Thank you. I'm so excited that we're almost at 1K. I don't know if you've seen that IMD that we're almost at 1K. I am so hyped because I really want to do this full time. And I know after that 1K threshold, all I need to do is hit that 4,000 watch hours. So I'm super hyped with that. But yeah, my son's graduation is tomorrow, and I think I'm a little bit sentimental with that because he's been through a lot. Like when he was born with ptosis on his right eye. So he had to get surgery right away. And then after that, he had throat and nose issues. He had to get his adenoids and his tonsils removed. Thank you. But yeah, that was another thing. So that caused a delay in his speech. So he wasn't talking till like almost 2.5, 3. So, but then now to see him progressing and he's graduating kindergarten with honors, like that's a thing. Yeah, so I'm super duper excited for tomorrow, but I already know I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna go on live for his graduation, but I'm gonna be whoosa. I know I'm gonna be crying, but yeah. So, but that's another thing that I was talking about. So all of my kids are graduating on honor roll. That is amazing. I'm so proud of them. Like, I grew up in a household and I was 1 out of 5, and I've been on honor roll before. Yes, my siblings been on honor roll before as well, but we've never been on honor roll at the same time. So to have all my kids on honor roll, I looked at my husband, I was like, whoa, like they're doing so good. So I'm thinking about taking them and doing something special. One of the things that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them to Barnes and Nobles. My kids, they're different. I'm gonna tell you right now, I tell them we're going to Barnes and Nobles, you're gonna think that I told them we're going to Disney World. Like they love reading, and I love that because I always tell them when you're reading, you can get lost in an adventure. There's so many adventures you could take, and when you're reading, it's like literally the key to the world. So I love that. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely do something special for them because all my babies got honor roll. Like, that's crazy. I'm so hyped for them. Like, they were excited, yeah, but I don't really think they realize, like, that's major to me, at least. I feel like that's super major. But yeah. Yes. So tomorrow is their graduation. It's my son's graduation. And then it's the weekend. I'm probably going to do that and take them to Barnes and Nobles this weekend. And maybe somewhere else. I'm still thinking. But yeah, I'm hype. I'm super hype. Super duper hype. Oh man. But I'm glad I was able to hop on and just talk to you guys about what's going on. I'm definitely going to do more lives in the future. And then I'm also going to probably do it throughout the day, especially in the weekends when I don't work. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go and do more lives throughout the day. But yeah, so tomorrow, yeah, my son's graduation. I'm hyped with that. But until tomorrow, I will see you guys later. All right, have a great night, guys. Bye.